What's going on, everyone? I am Jeremy Shick, and this is the channel dedicated to helping small businesses just like yours succeed online. Today's video we are talking about SEO and specifically backlinks and how they are important to how your website ranks. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like these types of videos, and with that said, let's get started. Okay, so one of the big important things with website ranking is what's called backlinks. Now, backlinks are essentially links that are pointing to your website. So that could be, for instance, when you create a social media page on, let's say, Facebook or Instagram. Typically in your profile page, you're going to put a link to your website. Now that is considered a backlink. It's pointing to your website from another website. So for instance, let's say that you are a member of a local chamber of commerce. Most of those local Chamber of Commerces today have a website with a directory of all of those businesses that are chamber members. If you have a profile on the chamber website, make sure that it has a backlink, a website link pointing to your website. And essentially the way that Google looks at this is sort of like a popularity contest. Whenever they index a website, they're going to look at the number of backlinks that a website has. And obviously, the more backlinks, the better, to an extent. So let me explain that. There was a time when Google simply looked at the number of backlinks, and the more that you had, the better. Obviously, people scammed that. They created what were called blog farms, and they would just basically create a bunch of spam links pointing to their website, and they would rank well because they had a lot of them. Google got wise to that. What they've done now is they rank your backlinks. For instance, if you have a backlink pointing to you from a website, maybe you're, let's say, it's hypothetical. Let's say that you are a contractor. Maybe you build custom homes, that kind of thing. So obviously, if you have a link pointing back to your website from, let's say, another contractor website, or maybe one of your subcontractors has a link, or an architectural firm has a link pointing to you. Obviously, those are links that are in the same realm of what service you're providing. So that's good. In Google's eyes, that's good. Now, let's say that you have a link pointing to you from a pet bathing company or a mobile car detailing company. So obviously, when Google is ranking those backlinks that are coming to you, they're just not going to give very many points for those backlinks that aren't that appropriate to you. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to penalize you. Now, if you had, thousands of backlinks pointing to you from just what I would call spammy or garbage websites, then obviously you could take a hit from that. So that's a word of caution. Don't go online and search for backlink service. Typically, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a bunch of spammy backlinks that might help you in the short term. And I've seen it before. People go and they spend $100 for a website that tells them they'll get 1,000 backlinks, and you see their traffic to their website spike, go like this, and then Google realizes what they are, and it just drops off. Sometimes even drops down further than where they were to begin with. So don't do that. Backlinks are important, but you need to build them responsibly. Now, this video isn't going to get into ways of building backlinks. We'll get to that in another video. The other thing when we talk about backlinks is the quality of those. Obviously, you want them from websites that are in your industry. That's just a very brief introduction to backlinks and what they are and why they're important. I'm planning on doing a future video that talks about some strategies for building backlinks. The more backlinks you have, the better that it is, as long as they're quality backlinks. Okay, with that all being said, discussing backlinks, I want to give you one tip about how to build backlinks, because now that we know they're important, we definitely want to get as many high quality backlinks as we can. I sort of elaborated on it a little bit earlier, and that is basically going to anybody that you know that has a website and asking them to put a link to your website on theirs. So for instance, if you're a member of a chamber of commerce, great place to put a link. Maybe you donate money to a local school. You're a business and they ask for donations. A lot of times those schools will have a partners page or something like that that shows the donors. Ask them to put your logo and a link back to your webpage. That's a good way to do it. If you do, and you should be, but again, not a subject of this video, but Google Local, Yelp, those kind of websites, they typically have a place where you can put a website link, so make sure you do that. really reach out to any directory website. Maybe there's a directory website for your particular industry that is basically just a giant directory of people who provide your service. Sometimes they're free, sometimes they're paid, but that's another good way to build a backlink going to your website. So those are all short little ways you can build backlinks. Biggest thing is just to reach out to anybody you know personally or anybody in your community that has a website that might be willing to put a link to your website. You might even want to do a swap. If you're a general contractor and you have subcontractors, obviously you may not want to share all of those, but there might be some strategic subcontractors that you might want to swap with and share backlinks with. But anyway, the big thing is that backlinks are important. I hope you have a better understanding of what they are and why they're important to you. And again, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so that you can get these valuable tips and videos that I'll be sending out. And be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. But that's it for this video. I'm Jeremy Shick, and we'll see you on the next video.